Hi, I'm Todd Doldersum, and I've been doing MoFilm competitions now for about 4 years on and off. First one was in June 2010. The brief was for Coke Zero, and with that one, my partner and I, we got to build a rabbit puppet, and I spent about a month building a robot out of hardware parts. We placed second with that one, and in that competition, and I was hooked. If there's one downside to MoFilm, it's that it's incredibly addictive. I've entered 14 competitions now, and been fortunate enough to win 13 prizes with I think 16 or 17 videos. 3 of those that were for PlayStation ended up going to television. A 4th spot had a cinema run, and a 5th spot was briefly, very briefly, considered in development for a national campaign here in Canada. So it's pretty cool. The point of all that is MoFilm promises to connect filmmakers to big brands, the big players, and they really do. If you're like me and the goal is to become, to work at long form filmmaking, advertising is a great training ground because we're storytellers, and there's nothing more difficult than telling a story in 30 seconds. We've got to express an idea and hopefully achieve that emotional connection in such a short amount of time. What I do when I approach the brief, it's all about distillation of the idea. Write and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite, and then distill further and get that idea down to its purest form, and then you're in pretty good shape to start shooting. Source best of lists. Every year, you'll get a top 10 list, best ads of 2013, 2012, 2011. Adweek.com has a great, in their video section, I believe, it's, best ads of 2012, creepiest ads of all time. And so check out the top 1%. Less, hell. Check it out. Study it. Copy it. Rip it off at first until you develop your voice. And that's kind of the key here. There's a great show called Under the Influence. You can get it, I think I picked it up on iTunes on a podcast. Terry O'Reilly is the host. Comes out of Canada on the CBC podcast, Under the Influence and The Age of Persuasion. Super entertaining, very informative on the advertising world. And check it out. It's really good. Also go to terryoreilly.ca and go to his book list. Read everything you can, on filmmaking, on advertising. Anyway, he's got an amazing list of books that he loves, and he tells you why, and he's a pretty cool guy. Here's a piece of advice. Bug MoFilm a lot. Bug the MoFilm team all the time. Find out who your brand leader is, the project leader for the brief, and bug them a lot. No, they're lovely. I've had the good fortune of working with quite a few of the MoFilm team now, in London and Los Angeles, and all over, and that's the amazing thing. India, they're expanding just everywhere because they kick ass, and they're great. Really smart people, fun, funny, so good natured, so supportive, love to help. So bug MoFilm, because you cannot go wrong. You don't have to love the advice, you don't have to take the advice, but the team members are there to help, and they're great. And if you are very fortunate, man, then you get to party with them, and that is the best time of your life. Are you having a bad day? Do you feel a little insecure? Get that #1 spot and get ready to be treated like royalty. But have fun. Have fun. Be brave. Be bold. Don't be reserved. Don't ever second guess. I mean, are they gonna like this? Screw that. Do it if you like it. Do it if you want. Best successes I've had are when it's just when I think, oh man, that's just going to be the biggest failure. That's the stupidest thing I've ever made, and they're never going to go for it. Know what the client wants. Give them exactly what they asked for in a way they never saw coming. That usually works pretty well for me. And I'll shut up. Thanks. Bye.